by chance, I turned around and saw you standing there, holding his hand. You never noticed my frozen stare. As I walked by,
I saw your smiles and laughter, and when I saw you look into his eyes, it was that same way, you used to look at me. It was that same way when your heart was mine. It was that same way, you used to smile at me. It was that same way you looked in my eyes. It caught me by surprise.
it's been so long, I thought I would be over you by now.
Okay, we're here on Tell Me at syndicatednews.net with Arian Love. He's one of the founding members of the Stylistics. Arian, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Hi, Ruthie. How are you?
Terrific. And our listening audience should know that Arian was brought to us by Marjorie Fuentes. That's the second time she's hit a home run. She brought him to Syndicated News. I didn't know where he was or that he was even offering interviews, and Marjorie brought him here. Now, you have a whole bunch of A's in your name. A-I-R-R-I-O-N.
I-O-N. Arian.
Arian. Does it stand
Yeah.
for something?
Well, my mom actually made it up
Really?
when I was born, but I guess because of the business that I'm in, people have come to hear my name for the last 40-something years, and you can do an Aryan search, and there's quite a few Aryans in the world now.
I did.
Thanks to my mom.
Isn't that great how mothers can help us? Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And it's so unique, too. Who else is going to have that spelling?
Exactly. Well, like I said, just on Facebook alone, I found like 8 of them.
Really?
And I emailed them and I said, "Excuse me, I'm just interested. My name is Arian also. Can you tell me how you were named?" And a couple of them told me, "Yeah, well, my parents had this favorite group, and this guy was one of the singers in the group."
That's you.
And I said, "Well, let me tell you, I am that guy. I am Arian of the Stylistics."
Do they believe
And
you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's funny because 3 of the ones that I talked to are in the business of either music, or one's an actor. He was in a play in New York City, but originally from Los Angeles. And his name come up. In fact, we were performing in New York at the same time at the Beacon Theater, and I invited him and his fiance to the show. But that was the first Arian that I came across, and his name is Arian Das. So I came across quite a few. So I was thinking about putting together an Arian website and just put the Aryans in the world that I know that they were named after me. And see, that's what's unique about it.
Branding. You're going to brand yourself.
Yeah.
You guys headed towards China?
You know, we did Hong Kong maybe 5 or 6 years ago. We haven't been back since.
It's time, don't you think?
Of course.
I'm working with a promoter now.
Okay, that's great. Ruthie, that is...
My world used so cold and empty like a pearl, without the warmth of a shell.
Then you suddenly turn a spark into a flame. Then I became the man I am. Oh, your love turned my life around. Happiness I found. Now the only sound I hear is your voice singing in my ear. Melody so clear, change my darkness into light. Your love turned my life around. Your love.
Now you suddenly are the center of my world. You change the universe.
Before, I was just like a star that strayed off course. You came along to show the way. Oh, your love turned my life around. Happiness I found. Now the only sound I hear is your voice singing in my ear. Melody so clear, change my darkness into light. Your love turned my life around. Turned my life around. Happiness I found. Now the only sound I hear is your voice singing in my ear. Melody so clear, change my darkness into light. Your love turned my life around.
So tell me, Arian,
Yes.
how long have you been entertaining?
Well, I've been with the Stylistics since the conception, and this is our 40th year.
40 years.
Yeah. 40 years, yeah.
Excellent. And what was your biggest hit?
Ooh, our biggest hit across the table was You Make Me Feel Brand New.
I know Marjorie's going to go hear you sing, and maybe I'll have an exclusive.
Oh, okay.
Elementary school teacher breaks out in song at the Stylistics. So, Arian,
Right.
I can't thank you enough for spending your time with us on syndicatednews.net. We are so grateful to Marjorie Fuentes for hooking us up.
Yes, it is my pleasure. And yes, I have to thank Marjorie also.
Yeah,
She's a sweetheart.
she is, isn't she?
Really good heart. I just knew it from when I first heard her speak. She just,
And she's
she's a
putting,
good person.
yeah, she's putting 6 kids through college, or maybe 7.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but she's amazing that she did that. I'm very impressed with what
Yeah.
the wonderful things she does. Anyway, Arian, anything else you want us to know? Where's your schedule so that people can find out where you're headed?
Okay. We do have our schedule posted on thestylistics.net or thestylistics.org. All our dates are posted on the website. We're scheduled.
Now you're scheduled.
Well, like I said, Japan is still up in the air.
I was going to say to you, what's happening with Japan?
Yeah, I will find out tomorrow whether we're going or whether we're not going.
Okay. So go ahead. Throw me a few little verses a cappella. Go ahead. Sing to me. Serenade me. Serenade me.
Okay. My love, I'll never find the words, my love, to tell you how I feel, my love. Mere words could not explain. That's all I can do.
That is fantastic. I can say I was serenaded by a stylistic. No one will believe me. Now I have proof. Thank you so much. You have such a great sense of humor. We are so grateful to have you here.
Thank you. It's been fun. I really enjoyed the interview.
Arian Love, one of the founding members of the Stylistics.
It was by chance I turned around and saw you standing there, holding his hand. You never noticed my frozen stare. As I walk by,
I saw your smiles and laughter, and when I saw you look into his eyes, it was that same way, you used to look at me. It was that same way when your heart was mine. It was that same way. You used to smile at me. It was that same way. You looked in my eyes. It caught me by surprise.
it's been so long. I thought I would be over you by now. Just got to move on. I know I have to find a way somehow.